we have a beach. So we play beach volleyball in the water up to here. It's the most fun thing on a hot day, which was every day this year. Like 40 days over 30, right? Yeah. So sometimes the ball is right there, but you can't get it. But you can run in water. Now listen carefully. If I ran in water from here to the wall, how would I feel when I got to the wall? Tired and frustrated, yes? Although I can run in water. I can do that. And so if a person wants to sell, say, 20 homes, how many leads do they need? 80. And so do you think all 80 will find them? So therefore the pillars would give them the rest, yes or no? Yes. So if a realtor spins prospecting this way, they'd say, oh no, prospecting, it's kind of a necessary evil, or I don't like it, but I'm willing to do it, or I hate it. That's a positive person with a limiting belief, yes or no? That means every prospecting session that person does, by the time they're finished prospecting, they're exhausted. Oh, I feel like I have to have a nap. You know, if a person has a limiting belief with prospecting, they would feel like every guy feels after going to the mall for an hour. Women, did you know that the mall is male kryptonite? Did you know that? Guys, yes or no? We go to the mall for 1 hour. We come home, lay on the couch, we don't even recover that day. We're gone. It's a yes or no? It's like male kryptonite. Women are like, what's wrong with you? Just walk in the mall. You play golf, you walk 4 hours, you walk like 5 miles, you're fine. I know, but that's usually exciting, spending money. Listen to me. A person that has a limiting belief on prospecting, when they finish their prospecting, they would be exhausted. That was tough. Well, of course it would be tough. You just ran in water for 2 hours. Of course that would be tough. A person with a healthy viewpoint of prospecting would be finished. They go, oh my gosh, is it 11 o'clock already? That's insane. That was fast. See, if you have a limiting belief on prospecting and you're supposed to make your calls Monday to Friday, 9 to 11, here's how your sessions will go. It's 5 to 9 and you're getting ready to go. And then you start like moving stuff around. Maybe I should just check my email quickly. Well, I'm on, I'll check this and that. I'll go on MLS here. Now it's 9:20. And then you say this to yourself, you know what? I've already screwed up today, I'll start fresh tomorrow. That's what you say to yourself. If you're wondering why realtors do that so much, just about time to start prospecting, they start doing make work projects to avoid getting started. And once you get 15, 20 minutes after, you might even say this, I can come back and make these calls this afternoon, which you know you will not do that. But that behavior is not time management, it's not lack of commitment, it's the limiting belief. Controlling everything. It's the most powerful of all the principles. Anyone here studies psychology and human behavior in college or university? Anybody? Okay, well you know this is true what I'm about to say. There are minor laws, major laws, and superior laws. Something on the minor law list is gravity. Gravity is on the minor law list, although it's kind of absolute. But planes fly, and they shouldn't. Their gravity is beaten by the law of lift. Then there's the major laws, and then there's superior laws. The number one superior law is the law of attraction. You become what you think about. It controls everything. It's the only law that cannot be beat in any way. You cannot win at anything with a limiting belief. It's as simple as that. The next one is this. Calling for sale by owners. So let's look up here. I just want to know how you feel about it. I love them. I hate them. They're mean. They won't pay realtors. They hate realtors. Whatever you're thinking about for sale by owners, write it down, please. I'm asking you next. Hey, what's your name?
Ron.
I'm asking you first. I'm going, so you better write something down. Do you have your book?
No, I don't have a book. I'm the manager myself.
Okay, you don't qualify. Okay, just write down what you think about for sale by owners. Now listen to me. If you don't have a healthy belief on for sale by owners, then you wouldn't choose them as a pillar. I get that. But they're going to show up in your career. What if you choose a geographical farm and for sale by owners pop up in your farm? Because they will. What about if across the street from you, when you go home today and 10 houses down, you see a private sign? You want to look at a RE/MAX sign there in a couple weeks? I don't think so. What if somebody sends you a referral from your database and you call them and say, we're thinking of going privately? You have to know how to handle for sale by owners, yes or no? Yes. And so if you have a limiting belief on it, then you cannot handle them. What'd you write down?
Not possible.
Just put an L.
Yeah.
They what? They hate realtors? Put an L there. Okay. FSBOs was my third pillar. Okay? And so, honestly, guys and gals, what drives you crazy more? Other realtors or the public? Think about that. The crazy antics of other realtors or the public? Which is more frustrating for you? Other realtors. By a long shot, yes or no? So when I'm working for sale by owners and they say, we hate realtors, I'm thinking, I hate most of them too. I know what you're talking about. They're insane what they do. I mean, you get an offer, you register, they call you back like 4 days later to tell you it's sold. Yes or no? And then you go, oh, you sold it yourself. Like, I saw that happening. What'd you write down?
Wasting time in this market.
L. Not good. L. Okay.
I think they are just looking.
L. Now, here's the thing. I'm not trying to be rude, but as soon as the person starts talking, you know if the brain is spinning it limiting belief or is the brain is spinning it empowering belief. Anything you spin limiting belief, you're not a room of negative people. You're not. Positive people think negatively all the time. And for sale by owners, if you spin it negatively, you can never win at that. Let me tell you guys something. I love them. I don't know why I spun it that way. I just did. Sometimes people say to me, why did I do that? Well, I don't know. If we start exploring why you did it, then we're in therapy, aren't we? Think about that. We start talking about why did I do that? Why did I spin my database negatively? Why did I do that? I don't know. I'll just show you how to fix it. Who cares why you did it? See, I have a thing that I've always done because I love them. I'm not nervous about them at all, actually. I love them. And so every buyer I've ever taken out, before we leave, I'd say, okay, in our traveling around to look at these 2, 3, 4 homes, whatever we're going to look at today, if we see any private sales, we'll stop, we'll go knock on the door, we'll find out how much it is. We're like, okay. They kind of find that fun. And my son Josh has 14 sales this year. But again, Josh, the 72 hours before he takes off on vacation, we teach how many weeks vacation? Well, the same for our staff. So he goes for he was just out in Vancouver or British Columbia somewhere, climbing a mountain or something. At least that's what he told me was happening. I really don't know. He's 30, I don't care. He can do whatever he wants to do. But that 72 hours before he takes off, it gets busy, yes? You ever take someone else's calls for a week? Yes or no? How busy it is, yes? It's because they got their stinking thinking out of Dodge. Law of repelling. And so every time Josh is gone, I sell stuff. He has 14 sales, I sold 12 of them. Because he has to get out of town for it to happen. That's the way it works. I try to tell him how to make this 72 hours there, but I'm his dad. He doesn't think I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, but he's my son, yes? All realtors, when their kids get a license, they try to train them for about a year and they go, just take them, Rob. Even though you've been a realtor for like 30 years, you've had a great career, still your kid, yes? Yeah. And so the other day I'm taking some buyers out, Brandon and Louise, and I said, okay, so we're going to, in Durham region, you can still show 3 or 4 properties. I said, if we see any private sales, we'll stop and we'll ask how much it is. They go, oh, that'd be fun. Okay. We're driving around. Now they're looking for them. They go, hey, there's a private sale there. That's true. Let's go over there. Pull up in front. And we go up and knock on the door. Now, here's the thing. If you could force yourself to do this with a limiting belief, you would knock on the door and you'd be thinking this, don't be home. Don't be home. Don't be home. Don't be home. That's what the limiting belief would do. You understand that? Or if you're by yourself, you pull up in front of them, the house, and then you're looking at the house, but then you're instantly nervous. The limiting belief takes over. You understand that? And then you start thinking this. You know what I should do is I should write down their address and their phone number. I should mail them a flyer. Then I should follow up the flyer about a week from now. That's what the limiting belief would create. Yes or no? Yes or no? But if you have an empowering belief, you wouldn't do any of that. You just go up and knock on the door. So I knock, knock, knock. Stand back a bit. You've got to make sure you stand back a bit from the door when you're door knocking. They shouldn't open the door. You're like, whoa. Stand back a bit. Always look down the street. So when they open the door, you turn toward them. That's the way it has to be. That's good door knocking. Knock on the door. Step back. Guys from the car. Look down the street. They open. You turn to them. You say, hi, it's Rob Vivian from C21 Heritage. How you doing today? They go, fine, thank you. I have some buyers here in the car. Now watch. Don't you tell for sale by owners you have buyers, yes or no? What can be better than that? We're looking at them. It's very cute, by the way, because I'm with the owner. I say, I have some buyers in the car. I noticed that you're for sale privately. And so then we look back at them. It's very cute because they're always back here looking not at us, at the house. It's actually very cute. We just sort of look at them for a minute. Okay, so how much are you asking? He goes, I'm asking 800. Oh, these guys are in the 650 range. Here's my card. I'll stay in touch. Have an awesome day. Could you possibly make a better first impression on a for sale by owner? Yes or no? That's as good as it gets. Yes? Yes. But you can't do that if you have a limiting belief. What if you could be freed up to do that? So everyone in the room that had a negative spin on for sale by owners, put an L there. The next one is my morning schedule. There's only a couple ways you can go with this. I'm either a morning person or I'm not. Oh, my morning is my money time? No, Rob, I'm not a morning person. Can I say something to you guys? You promise not to get mad at me? Can I? Because I'm going to need this commitment here, okay? Tell me you're not going to get mad. Okay. Most realtors are not semi-retired. Is anyone in the room semi-retired? You're a manager. It doesn't matter to you. You are semi-retired. You semi-retired? Okay. Anybody else? Semi-retired. Just one? Usually there's more. Just one. Okay, that's not the part that I was thinking you would get mad at me. It's this next part. I think most of you run your business like you are. You should stop doing that. Think about it. You run your business like you're semi-retired. Like a semi-retired person would run their business. They've been selling for 20, 30 years. They built up a big book of business. They get up at 8 o'clock, 8:30. They float into the office at 10, check a couple things, talk to people, go for lunch. Check a couple things, talk to people, go home. How was your day? Very busy. As a matter of fact, most realtors get a license, brand new people, and they operate their career like they're semi-retired right out of the gate. And 80% of realtors fail in the first 2 years. You see, every realtor in North America, every realtor, gets a real estate license for the same 2 reasons, all around North America. Number one is to make a lot of money, and what's the second one? The flexible schedule will screw up all the money. The flexible schedule will screw up all the money. But you see, in the brain, the reasons that you do things are called core beliefs. Most powerful human behavior thing on the planet. Who watches the news here? It's a lot of upheaval on the planet, yes? Mostly because this group of people feel this way, and that group of people feel that way, therefore we must attack them and do bad things, yes or no? Their core beliefs is running that. But here's the thing, listen to me. The brain does not differentiate the reasons why you do things. It just treats all core beliefs with the same respect. So you got a real estate license to make a lot of money, just hold on to that one, and have a flexible schedule. And so that's why in all of my years, almost 21 years of teaching real estate seminars, and I have no idea how many thousand seminars, 350 a year, not for the whole 20 years, but I don't know, 10,000 seminars. Do you know how many real estate seminars I have done where everybody was on time? 0. Not even one. You'd think out of 10,000 shots at it, we could do one where everybody was on time. But it can't happen. Do you know why it cannot happen? Because the flexible schedule core belief that your brain will protect, even though it's kind of a casual thing you did, it doesn't recognize the difference between a spiritual core belief or flexible schedule. The flexible schedule core belief is the opponent of time management. It's the opponent. And therefore, we can never start real estate meetings on time. Ever. Well, I started on time, but 30 people, because I'm here, I'm watching, 30 people came in late. Now, I know some of you have a good reason, I get that. But 30 people don't have a good reason. That's that core belief. It's a flexible schedule. So morning schedule. So write something down there if you haven't already. I love it. It's my money time. I'm not a morning person. Be honest. Watch. Wouldn't this be great for your career from now forward? Oh no, on work days, I'm up and at it at 5:30, 6 o'clock. We have a 5:30 wake-up call. Anybody on that? No. We have a 5:30 wake-up call. We don't have a wake-up call for any time frame. Do you have it at 5:30? Because I get up at 5:30. It all started, who knows the realtor Sunny Sharma? Anybody know him, Sunny Sharma? Yeah. So about, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, I'm coaching Sunny, big producer, 40, 50 deals. A couple things happened in his life, got a little off. Anyways, production at 20. So I said to him, then he joined our program. And I had known him anyways. I said, so here's the thing. So your production's off by 20, 30 deals. Plus, you're about 30 pounds heavier right now from what you should be, from what you were like a year ago. He goes, I haven't been to the gym in a year. I'll tell you what, I get up at 5:30. I will call you at 5:30, and I will say, go to the gym. He goes, okay, that's great. So, and then, of course, he lost weight, and his production went up, yes? Got back on track. And so at Extreme Event 2, we just did Extreme Event 8, I told that story. And then 100 people said, can you call me at 5:30 as well? Well, obviously I can't do that. So I do it in a call 'em all thing now. So at 5:30. So imagine if your brain thought this. I wake up at 5:30 or 6:30. On work days, alive, excited, and full of energy. I can't wait to go. Could you imagine how much you could produce in the next year, yes or no? Think about that. So if you're considering yourself not a morning person, semi-retired is somewhat exempt. And I'm surprised there's only one, to be honest with you. All right, so everybody got something written down? What did you write down?
Easy to get up for.
Okay,
love it.
excellent. Young lady?
I'm a morning person.
Fuels my day.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm a morning person.
I'm a morning person for inside, but
In case you didn't hear that, because it's kind of funny. I'm a morning person on the inside, just not on the outside where my body is.
I can do all my emails and everything, but I'm not doing outside. That's what I.
You mean you're not doing your prospecting in the morning?
5:30.
That's because,
But I can do it on email, search and everything.
no, I get that. But you're not doing your prospecting 9 to 11 like we talked a couple classes ago because you have a limiting belief on prospecting. That's all. That's all. It's not complicated.
I'll try.
Okay, I'll try. That's not what I asked. So what is your thinking about it?
Actually, I like it, starting early.
You like starting early, but you said I'll try.
The thing is it's just not me.
Okay, just stop there. Just put an L there. Just put an L. I love it, it's just not me. That's actually funny. Would you like it to be you? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to fix all these L's. You should not live with L's. You should not run in the water. And so a couple days ago, I get this call from a gal we coach in Calgary. Now listen to this. And she says, I've been in coaching now for about 2 months. I hate my prospecting, but my coach is making me do it, so Danny's really pushing me, so I'm doing it, but I hate it. Now listen, we're not a coaching company that says, come on, everyone's doing it, do it. Because what she's really saying to me is, I'm willing to splash around in the water here. You guys understand that? But I know she cannot win. See, listen to me. If you could have a limiting belief on prospecting and win, you'd be the very first person on the planet to beat you become what you think about. You cannot do that. Sometimes realtors say, no. I think negatively on prospecting, but I made my calls, I got a lead. Well, of course you can make calls and get a lead because you can run in water, but you can't run far. So I was explaining to this gal, look, what's your goal? 20. How many leads you need? 80. Okay. Around 15 or 20 are going to find you. The pills will get you 60. She goes, correct. Okay. But you have to be out of the water to get those 60. If you're running in water, you're not finding 60, you're finding 10. Although you can find some because you can run in water. You guys understand that? And so I was explaining to her that I know your coach hasn't got here yet. I'm just getting here now with you guys. Was it month 6? Before we get past the structure side of things. We spent the first 90 days on 1 and 4 workout, work 3 pillars and process your leads. I'm just getting to this now. In one-on-one coaching, they're going to spend the first 2 or 3 months working on that. He just isn't here yet. But listen to me. I'm not going to say to this gal, all right, Dad. She goes, I hate it, Rob, but I'm willing to do it. Love that commitment. Go get it. She's saying to me, I'm willing to splash around the water. I'm not going to let her do that. So I called her coach and said, okay, I know you're still setting up the structure. Keep working on that. But you need to do some calls that are outside of the calls. You have to give some extra coaching because you have to stay on the structure but spin this over here too. Because she cannot win. You guys understand that? She can get the odd thing, but not the other 60 she needs, maybe only 10. You guys clear on this? Okay. Next one is, let's actually skip down to the bottom one. We'll take a break after this one. Finding a new client daily. Those who are on time, I gave you a pen, yes? Yep. What does it say on the pen? Other than Rob Vivian coaching. Find a new client daily. That is your goal. Is today a work day, yes or no? Yes. You need to get this in your head that when you woke up this morning, you have to be aware of a lead, a scenario, before you go to bed tonight you didn't know about when you woke up. If you become what you think about, wouldn't that be a good thing to focus on, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Well, based on the amount of people who found 6 leads, you're not thinking about that enough. Would you like to be magnetic to leads? Then think about it. Whatever you think about, that's what you're magnetic to. That's how the law of attraction works. And it's indiscriminate. I'll explain the brain side after we take a short break in a few minutes. But it's indiscriminate. The power of the brain is just subject to whatever you're thinking. It never questions. Never questions ever. Just does it. Takes instruction and does it. Takes instruction and does it. Positive or negative. Never questions. So, no. I am, on a scale of 1 to 10, Rob, I am focused on every day when I wake up, if it's a work day, I have to be aware of a lead tonight that I was not aware of when I woke up this morning. Could you imagine if you focused on that all day? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. In the big picture, that is more important than the sale you have this afternoon. That is more important than the listing you're taking this afternoon. I get it, you make a sale, you make 20 grand. But in the big picture, that focus is the most important thing. And then you'd say this to me, you know, funny thing is, I do my prospecting calls and I get leads, but the vast majority come to me. I know that because you're magnetic to them, very magnetic. Some magnets are so softly magnetic, they pick up something small. Some pick up a car in a junkyard. How should you be that magnetic to leads? Well, you need to think about it more. Simple as that. Where did I leave off? So in finding new clients daily, you either think this is, well, not every day, Rob. Like not every day. Or, oh no, that's easy. How do you think about that? Write it down, please. The bottom one, find a new client daily. We're stretching in 5 minutes. No, actually less. Okay. Did I leave off right here? I did. You're next. So finding a new client daily, easy or hard?
Hard.
Okay. L. Hey, watch. What's your name?
Diane.
Okay. So Diana, here's the truth about our 1,100 clients. Half of them think that this. Oh, of all the stuff you ask us to do, Rob, this is by far the easiest. Oh no, this happens every time. I have no problem with this whatsoever. This is the easiest of all the stuff you ask. That's 550 people. And then we got, well, not every day, Rob. Come on, that's insane. Okay? Which group do you think finds more leads? Of course they do. Because you become what you're underestimating this, you become what you think about it. It's controlling everything. So, name again? Diana. What if this was the case, Diana? Oh, no, Rob. Of all the stuff you asked me to do, this is by far the easiest. That'd be a big shift in your career, yes? Yes. Because you would find them, but they would flock to you, just like you were heading away in 72 hours. I'm really going into this on Thursday. You understand that? Wouldn't that be amazing? Yes. Well, it can be like that. It is like that for a lot of people. And so that's what I'll show you how to make it that way. Like after the break, I'll show you how you accidentally got in the frame of mind you're in, how to fix it, and how long it's going to take. I don't want you guys to feel bad because you have some limiting beliefs. Positive people think negatively all the time. A couple of years ago, I thought I would do this little exercise with myself. Would you guys think I'm a positive guy, yes or no? Yes. So I thought I would track my negative thoughts. I abandoned the whole process about 9 a.m. So I had like 20 already. It was depressing. It was a bad exercise. Don't do it. I'm a positive guy. We think negatively all the time, yes or no? So like 9 o'clock, I've had like 20 negative thoughts. This was not a good exercise. Turf that. What'd you write down? Sir? Yep.
Okay, not yet.
What's that? Not yet? Like it's not happening yet? Well, I know that's how you're doing. How do you think about it? Easy, hard. Which way?
Well, if I follow your script, it should be easy.
Yeah, but how do you? I know that, but how do you actually feel about it, honestly?
I feel about that. Like I said, I'm not convinced yet.
So just okay, fine. Now listen to me. I'm not convinced yet, right? Okay, that you first said it's hard, right? Well, that's why it's hard. You understand that? That's why it's hard. It's hard because how you're thinking about it. What if you thought this? Oh no, it's a piece of cake. This I can do. This one's the easiest of all the stuff you asked us to do. That would be better, yes? I'll show you how to do that. What'd you write down?
I want to.
What's that?
I want to.
I know you want to. How do you think about it? Easy or hard? Okay, that would be an L. L. Just because you're semi-retired.
Actually, it's the most important thing.
I understand that.